Derpy versus Derpy. I just got the new Derpy Hooves that was released by Funko at Hot Topic, and I am going to review these two. A little bit of a warning, I am going to be way picky about this. I'm going to be very nitpicky and kind of opinionated on this one. Right off, big differences. Hair. I've already done a review for the Comic-Con Derpy, but for the most part I had good notes about this. I didn't like that she was brushable, but that's no big deal, and I did not like the wings at all. This Derpy, however, is a full hard cast model, nothing brushable on her, everything is done in hard vinyl. A few things about this Derpy Hooves. One is the new hair, the hard model hair. I honestly do not like it. I do not like this figure in general. One, she does not look like Derpy Hooves from just about every angle except from the front. This, if this did not have color, I wouldn't be able to tell this was Derpy from this angle. I would not be able to tell it was Derpy from this angle. I can only tell in the front. If it wasn't for that, I would have no idea who this pony is. Another thing that a lot of people noticed right off the bat when they showed the pictures online was the eyes. Comic-Con Derpy's eyes are perfect. They're derped perfectly. The eye color fades. They're painted on straight. Everything is beautiful. They're solid color. They're not the right color. They're poorly done. They somehow derped Derpy's eyes. They're not like how they're supposed to be compared to this one. And the quality control on the painting of this is bad because this Derpy, it's hard to tell with my bad camera, but her eyelashes and everything up top on this eye are smudged. Which you can tell it was from when the paint was still drying. Another thing right off the bat that struck me about this was cutie mark. Comic-Con Derpy's cutie mark is accurate. It's on her flank. The gray paint sticks out nicely, even though the figure mold itself is kind of gray. Gray, lavender, blue, whatever you want to call her. This one, you can barely see the paint first off. I understand it's also the shadow on my bad camera, but you can barely see the paint as compared to this. It's not the right amount of bubbles, so it's not even like a completely accurate cutie mark, and it's literally on her butt cheek, because for some reason they couldn't put it right here. And I think they're all like that. I guess they didn't want the wing to get in the way, but it still looks like she's got a cutie mark on her ass. Pardon my language. I don't know, something about this figure is just screams poor quality to me. It screamed that they just wanted to make it, get it out there, and get money fast without really worrying too much about quality. Another thing, it's like I said, my camera's bad, it's hard to see, but if you look at her head, the mold itself is very choppy, very lumpy, and there's even parts of it that are all wrinkled from where it looks like plastic or something contacted the model while it was drying. It's like that all over. It's also poorly cut. There's all kinds of like excess plastic hanging off. Like I said, it's very hard to see. My camera is not the best in the world. And like I said, I'm being very nitpicky about this. The Comic-Con Derpy, her mold is as smooth as can be. She has no nicks. Nothing is off about her. There's no wrinkles or anything. I absolutely adore the Comic-Con one. So honestly, I like the Comic-Con Derpy more than the new Derpy, but I do appreciate that Hasbro has done this, considering how many people wanted the Comic-Con Derpy because it was the only Derpy toy that was licensed, and no one can afford the $100+ on eBay that people are charging for her. So it's really cool to see that for $14.50 at a Hot Topic or online that you can get her yourself. She's actually a lot bigger than the normal brushables. I brought out a similar looking pony called Lily Blossom. I mean, she still dwarfs it, and she's really heavy too. I mean, she's a solid figure as well. These guys and the fashion ponies are completely hollow. So I mean, this Derpy weighs nothing compared to this monster. Boxes are very different too, of course, because the Comic-Con Derpy is a comic edition one. She's got muffins and rainbows on her box. It's see-through on the back side. It has the My Little Pony fair sticker on this one because this I did not get at Comic-Con. I went to the other fair to get her. This one, what I don't like about this is they also offer a Rainbow Dash one as well, which actually says Rainbow Dash here, but I guess Hasbro can't use Derpy Hooves officially or whatever, so they just put I Heart in the Derpy Hooves face. The rest of the box is very simple, plain, nothing really over interesting. I do like how low at the price level, you can't see it, but it actually says Derpy on it. So it's kind of cool that they can still kind of mention her as Derpy. Online they call her Bubbles, which I think is kind of goofy. But yeah, that's my very nitpicky review for this figure. I would still get her, $14.50, you get your own Derpy Hooves. She's not the Comic-Con one, but she's still an awesome model. I still love the figure itself, it's beautiful, the color's at least right except for the eyes. But yeah, try to grab her. She's sold out online right now, but I'm sure they'll have more in a few days, and yeah, Derpy for everyone.